Haha, guess who made trades while I was making videos? The Maple Leafs and the Arizona Coyotes, plus the Rangers and the Minnesota Wild. We have two trades that were coming out as I was recording the prior video on the channel, so yeah, this is why I changed over to the morning shift, guys. Let's talk about the actual Leafs trade that did go down involving Conor Timmins, a Coyotes prospect that unfortunately was not really being given too much time to play and develop in the ways that the Coyotes wanted him to. Take a look at this. The Coyotes have traded Conor Timmins to the Maple Leafs for 6'9" center Curtis Douglas. They wanted to waive Timmins to send him to Tucson where he could play a lot of games, minutes, and situations, all things they felt he needed but wasn't going to get right now in the NHL. Now, in the very last video on this channel, we talked about how Luke Schenn was a guy that the Maple Leafs could target, and how, in my opinion, I felt like the Leafs wouldn't really be shooting as high as they could have if they went for a guy like Schenn. With this trade, they're going for a guy that's even further down and closer to earth, because Conor Timmins isn't really an NHL caliber defenseman. However, he is a former Sault Ste. Marie Greyhound, so there you go. Kyle Dubas is getting more Sault players as quickly as he can get the Infinity Stones like that. But pretty much, Timmins was a former Colorado guy. He had spent some time in their prospect system. I thought it was a really good prospect, actually, in the Colorado Eagles system in 2019-20. But as his career has gone on, he got sent over to Arizona. He played a total of, 6, 12, 14 games over the span of the past 2 seasons, which is not great. And as we were kind of noting here, the Coyotes wanted to send him down. They wanted to send him away because he wasn't really getting any playing time. I just got to say this, man. If you're going out there and you're not able to crack the Arizona Coyotes decor, that's a little sus, but at the same time, you know, the Maple Leafs, they're trying. They're going for a guy that they feel has a lot of potential, and who I believe was the line mate pairing of Mac Hollowell. Is that correct? Let's go over onto the Sioux and see. Yes, exactly. So Sandin, Hollowell, Timmins, all on the same team back in the day. So Kyle Dubas, as we said, collecting the Greyhounds like Infinity Stones. Going back over to Arizona, though, is one Curtis Douglas. He is a big boy. 22 years old, 6'9", 243 pounds. Initially a Dallas Stars draftee, he was let go and signed with Toronto as a free agent, and I mean, this season he's got 1 point in 13 games. He had 34 points in 67 games last year. So, definitely not a crazy good point producer. The Arizona Coyotes are just going out there and capitalizing on the label of being a 6'9" center. If this guy makes the league one day, we'll see if he's able to have that Elmer Soderblom-like impact, although, of course, Soderblom has a lot of skills in his own right. For Curtis Douglas, just try to go out there and get some more opportunities and production at the AHL first, and then we'll start talking about NHL projectability. But at the end of the day, the Maple Leafs are getting themselves a guy that needed a change of scenery, that needed a little bit more playing time. And as we said yesterday, or not yesterday, in the last video, so maybe like an hour ago, with guys like Riley, guys like Muzzin out, there could be opportunities or two for other players to step up and fill in that role on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, I don't think this is the best defenseman they could have traded for, but at the same time, he's a defenseman, and he's probably going to go over there and help them out. So, talk in the comments your thoughts about this Conor Timmins for Curtis Douglas trade. I really got to go out there and make the video on the Ryan Reeves thing, because I feel like that's actually kind of funny. But let me know your thoughts in the comments either way about Timmins for Douglas. I hope you enjoyed this Juraj 99, and bye.